Turning back over to Storm Watch 12 meteorologist Josh Colbert this morning. Looking at our current temperature map, we're seeing a little bit of red and yellow down at the bottom. Is that kind of indicative of where our fires are burning this morning in Northern California, or is that just some of the heat we're seeing?
Yeah, that's just some of the heat. That's just some of the changes in terrain down in Northern California as you start getting into Shasta County. But a little bit later today, there definitely will be some of those yellows and oranges and reds popping off on the map, because it's going to be a pretty hot one. So for this morning, soak it all in. 30s and 40s for the east side, 50s and 60s for west side valleys, and 55 degrees there along the coast in Brookings. Air quality is definitely the worst in Josephine County this morning. That is a downwind of that northwestern flank of the Rum Creek fire that is burning very, very hot. So lots of thick smoke blanketing parts of the Rogue Valley, but mainly the Illinois Valley. So this morning in Cave Junction and Selma, O'Brien, just try to avoid being outdoors altogether. Otherwise, air quality looking pretty good this morning. So for today in the Rogue Valley, maybe you're going to take the kids to the playground, just given everyone has school off and most people have off work. It's going to be pretty hot. It's going to be pretty hazy, but the air quality not as big of an issue as it was just this past week. So for today on your Labor Day, still pretty hot out there, and the thickest smoke will be, like I said earlier in the show, on that US 97 corridor from Doris up to Klamath Falls. Although some of the models are kind of having a tough time trying to figure out what exactly the smoke is going to do. So stay tuned for that. But just bank on it being hot and hazy. We'll have mid-90s for the east side, mid-90s to triple digits in our west side valleys, and we'll actually be pretty warm there along the coast, as we'll have some pretty strong winds today, gusting all the way up to 30 to 35 miles per hour. Inland winds are going to be much lighter. Over on the east side, we could have winds coming out of the west anywhere between 15 to 20 miles per hour, but that is about it. And then overnight, continuing to track some of the smoke in those same areas. Temperatures will be pretty mild, but still pretty comfortable, with the 50s on the east side, near 60 degrees for west side valleys, and 50s along the coast where we won't have any marine layer fog. All right, I'm going to step off the screen here real quick so we can go over some of the alerts that we have for Tuesday and Wednesday. This is going to be a high impact weather event. We have a dry cold front that's moving through. That's going to pick up winds. The air mass is going to be very dry, so it's looking like the same setup that we had for Friday. So this means business. This will all likely get upgraded to a red flag warning, and we're concerned about more extreme fire behavior from the Rum Creek fire, so that's not going to help out air quality over in Josephine County. And on top of all that, dealing with the extreme heat, we have an excessive heat watch for western Siskiyou County, and then we have a heat advisory in place for all of the west side and some of the east side, including some of the Klamath Basin. So that's for Tuesday and for Wednesday. So now I'm going to scoot on across the green screen this way. Here's your hiking forecast, and things are going to cool off as we head into Thursday temporarily, but still very hot for Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to continue to be hot, but maybe a little bit of monsoonal moisture will cool us off by the time we get to Sunday. Here's your 7-day forecast along the coast. Things staying in the 70s for the work week, and then we'll see the return of the marine layer for Saturday and Sunday, more clouds and some cooler temperatures. For Siskiyou County, scorching heat, dangerous heat for the next couple of days. Also very dangerous fire weather, and it looks like we're going to have more heat, more fire weather as we get to the end of the work week and into the weekend. And then for the Klamath Basin, also tracking just the same cycle, but maybe those cooler temperatures and showers can help relieve things on Sunday. And then for the mountains, we'll also track some abnormally hot conditions, some pretty windy conditions. And then for the Rogue Valley, hot and hazy for this Labor Day, but then the impact of the weather goes way up for Tuesday and Wednesday, maybe catching a little bit of a breather by Thursday.